calcium carbonate cap up there, because the guyot is a seamount that at one time was subaerial, so it was exposed to the air, and so it was an island, and now it's a flat. It's got a flat top where it was eroded down.
Man, look at the.
Yeah, so it's actually not even really a seamount.
The waves
We would.
there.
Yeah.
That's why it's no. So it's called a
Beautiful,
guyot because seamounts would maintain that morphology on the top because they were not
like
subjected to
flowing down and some went
wave
this way,
erosion.
some went that way.
And the guyot is actually just a different thing.
So guyot or
But
seamount by
Marley,
definition
a little
never
Nargis there?
No,
surface.
no.
Say what?
Yeah.
And zoom a little Nargis there?
Guyot is an underwater, like, I guess mountain, but it's
Maybe a mesa
special
would be a better.
a mesa maybe. Oh,
We're just trying to look at the.
Is that a fish?
Yeah.
Is it possible to reduce the exposure on Argus? Reduce the gain?
I came down some, so.
Look at those ripples. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think that would be such an interesting image processing problem. Like if you could automate the looking at all the current flow by all the ripple data we have.
Definitely. It would be.
And Marley, let's hit this coral.
It'd be really affected by all the rocks, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but there's so much data.
yeah,
so
that's
if you
true.
can automate
If you could just automate it,
so
yeah,
much data on it.
that'd be really
It
cool.
depends on the angle, but still, it's part of it.
Do it, Ben.
This
Figure
looks
it
like
out.
a primnoid. We haven't seen a lot of primnoids. You can see the up where this ophoroid is on that middle branch.
Yeah,
All the
they're all
polyps are
closed.
closed. They're facing downward. They have that really scaly texture to them.
Ben, do you know
Okay,
did the
Marley,
ship
let's come full wide.
back down on it? Do you know if the ship backed down on us and is going to go forward again?
I don't.
Looks like it did
looks
that.
like it did. I didn't see that.
Marley can also come full wide on Argus too.
You guys are really working me hard over here. First time I've had to do two
Sometimes when they
cameras
go
at
to
once.
hit hold position, like it takes a while, and if the wind and current is too much, and instead of having it fight back to the prior position, they'll just set re-hold position.
I see what they're doing. Because we use that as a trick sometimes to like get it going. Right?
I feel like we're like following a riverbed. Just around the riverbed.
That's what I love about, like the Gulf of Mexico has so many different features in it, but that salt.
The brine pool.
The brine
know,
pools.
I've
Those are
seen-
so cool.
I've seen brine rivers and brine waterfalls, and it's just incredible.
What I'd give to see that. Oh,
Ooh, there's a
Fish.
fish. Let's take a nice zoom.
Marley fish.
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 Very slow moving. I wonder if this is
older
another one
man
of
fish.
the blind ones.
It does look like
Cusco.
it. Really tiny little eyes. Oh, it's dark. I always forget.
That we have the shift that changes
Changes
from day.
dark to light and
Yeah.
light to dark. Yeah.
It's a really nice shot.
It is.
All right, now we're done with fish. Oh man, Alexis is busy. We're gonna do it. She's not paying attention.
Yes.
Marley, let's zoom on the dead sponge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Finally. Oh my God.
That's
It's
so
beautiful.
epic. So epic.
It's not a coral and it's not alive.
Dedicated to Alexis.
What a rebel.
If only she knew, she'd be furious.
That classic was a 5 in the video highlights.
Yeah,
Give it a
right, the 5. Hey, man.
T-money. Oh,
Just to wake up Tim in the middle of the night.
Full wide, Marley. Things are good.
Hello everyone, we are currently transitioning onto our 8 to 12 dive. We are still making our way up along a Gia that's located to the south part of Johnston Atoll. We're actually outside of the boundaries of the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument right now. This is a newly mapped site. It had never been explored before. We are still trying to look at the geology and biology communities of this region.
Set 1, set 2, set 3, record Alpha, record Bravo, check, check, check. 3 green, 3 green.
And
659.
Never mapped by multi-beam before. There was a single track of a echo sounder, a single beam sonar that had gone over the area of the summit, and we had a false indication of a 20-meter depth, and our multi-beam showed that the 6-mile wide flat summit of this geo is more like 1,300 meters deep. So we really have corrected a major discrepancy.
They might want to send their echo sounder back for a little work.
Okay, could have been a school of fish or something under there.
Right, it was probably a single beam from like 1980 or something.
Yes, 1980.
Yes, everyone knows this. Are we good to continue up to waypoint 4?
Yes.
Sorry for the delay there.
So here we go. We're continuing our climb up of the spine of a ridge towards the summit, near the summit.
Let's do 1 step 40 meters, bearing 065.
We're going to slide along the rim of the summit, and should be some interesting geology up there. Maybe some indications of fossilized corals.
Can you zoom out a little bit, please?
Yes.
Carbonate.
Our transfer speed is currently 1 knot, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Roger.
The geos often have carbonate caps, carbonate rocks composed of
possibly going around.
decayed coral.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these would be
That's too fast.
It was the remains of shallow
Much
water
too fast.
corals that were once at the surface when the geo was at
Slow,
sea level.
steady movements.
The summit
max
was
of
at sea level.
25.
So what flattens geo, what makes it look like a table mount,
I'm
is
going
wave
to
action.
turn off USPL and
Over
reset
millions
the
of
interrogation
years.
rate.
You want to turn it off? Oh, reset the depth. Yeah, I understand.
The interrogation rate, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
right.
just stop.
This geo's probably in the range of around 70 million years old, but we're looking for a nice basalt sample that will help confirm that. But if it's that old, you know, the Hawaiian Islands weren't even a thing back then when it was this formed.
Just a twinkle in the eye.
Yeah. Just a little rumble in the mantle.
Rumble in the mantle. Huh.
Pay-per-view 1997.
Swipe right.
Okay, let's check all this stuff out. I still have to talk to Ben about that, but I think you're right. I think it was right at 80%. That's probably the thing.
Yeah, now 80.5, so it's pretty slow. I think we'll be safe.
Yeah.
It's yellow, not red, you know, so it has to be okay.
Yep. That's how software works.
Yeah.
Good there.
So we came across some incredible diversity of bamboos and corals, corals and sponges this afternoon on the knoll while we were ascending the spine of this ridge, and just an amazing collection of corals and sponges. We may luck out with some more diverse and dense biological communities along the edge of the summit, perhaps, but I'd be happy with some good geological samples.
So what are our main targets for this next 4 hours?
Well, you know, the targets, collection targets?
Yeah, you want to get some basalt if we can get
Would
it.
like to, yeah. If we see
any other
nice
specific species or?
No, we've gotten quite a, we've got some bamboo, chrysogorgia, several sponges.
Got 3 Niskins, it looks like.
Buxarid.
Bridge nav.
A little scavenger hunt of a dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more step. Thank you.
We're collecting on the fly this morning.
I made a joke on a dive recently about in my grandmother's bio box, but none of the youngsters have ever played that road trip game.
Never played in my grandma's bio box, no.
What was it, my grandmother's basket or something?
Oh, someone told me about that just the other day. Maybe it was you.
Probably was me.
Yeah, it was during one of our
I'm
watches.
going to put my money on Ed, yeah.
Well, back before electricity, we didn't have a lot to do.
When you say road trip, you mean like the cart?
Just hopping around
just
in
walking
burlap
down the
sacks.
road,
Yeah.
hopping around in a sack, yeah.
The late 60s, yeah.
You didn't
Looks
get
like there was a
shoes
peak
till you were
reset.
16.
Say again?
Peak reset.
Pretty
Yeah, I
sure I
talked to-
played
talked to
that
Greg
game
about
at
that.
some point while I was
Okay.
growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
That backward
I'd
facing
like to do one of
seat
those.
in the
do you want me
station
to
wagon
zip
with
ahead
no
and
seat belts was a
hold the
real
spot?
joy.
The Vista Cruiser station wagon. Yeah.
I'll sit on this little sandbox.
Okay.
It'll just be outside of my leash, actually. Well, no, that'll mean I can stay there for a bit.
Okay.
And then I will hold here.
Time on the clock, 7:04:45.
Roger.
Concur. Message is
Well,
authentic.
collect a certain, it's 2 minutes max. 1 minute should be good.
Okay.
And well, do you have any insight as to how these river-like formations form?
River-like, these are probably fractures in the basalt flow, and then sedimentation just sort of fills in the cracks here.
Yeah.
Do you want to
the
move in?
currents are
Sure,
able to
yeah.
scour the basalt, which is standing up a little higher, but the little depression, I guess, provides shelter from the currents, and so some sediment can build up there.
Okay.
And this is all biological origin sediment.
That's 1 minute. Let's call it there. Ready?
Yeah, sure.
All good.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. 065.
065.
Thank you.
DVL reset. Check.
Did you watch Top Gun in between watches?
In between every watch.
So you
During
psych-
every watch.
Psych
During
yourself
every-
out.
That's the 10th monitor's for.
Right.
The Top Gun loop.
We discussed on, I forget what leg it was, maybe Loihi last year, where we had to watch that whirly gig the whole time.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
And this year
Yep.
too.
We, oh yeah, I missed that. Sorry.
Should be.
I
Go on.
discussed with Josh, I think, maybe it was GZ, about putting a monitor on Herc by that whirly gig, so like we could watch.
A depth-rated
Do
monitor.
some, what do you call it when you watch a bunch of shows over and over again?
Binge.
Binge
watching.
Yeah, binge watch something.
What if we just put up a view of the control van? On
Binge
the
watch
side,
the control van.
Watching ourselves.
Wow, that's
watching
oh, that's
ourselves.
Oh no,
like a being John Malkovich moment or something.
Right.
that's awful.
Sorry, I said it.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
No, shouldn't. Shouldn't anyway. It's bad for you.
Shouldn't sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the 100% of people that sleep die.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
So how big are the steps you're using, Rennie?
These are 40-meter steps. I just called. This is the third of 3.
Okay.
And I may slow the transfer speed because the ship's getting there, had been getting there pretty quick. I know what's going to happen is we're going to want to sample right when we're too far back.
Right. That's how it works.
Yeah.
More game.
Yeah, I'm curious if that dark blue there is ledge or
noise. Yeah.
noise.
Speaking of noise, look at that.
It's noisy, all right.
Do you think it'd be beneficial to have a push core sample, Emil?
At some point, maybe closer to the summit.
Summit, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff will be only a couple centimeters. Yeah,
It's going to be a scrape core within a push core.
But that would be really cool if at the top we can get one.
Yeah, just to see what sort of organisms are sedimenting this thing.
It's not every day you can push core a seamount. So.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true. Definitely not every day.
No. If you're push coring a seamount every day, or close to it, you're probably in this van. There's the likelihood of you being in the van is pretty high.
It's kind of a similar way of can you get an age estimate from a push core as well, or seeing the different layers, or?
I don't know. Well,
from sediment? I don't think so, but
sure
I don't know.
You perhaps could do some sort of radiological dating on, but more often what we're interested in is when was this formed, and so you're going after basalt for that.
There's a tall stock.
It's mid-move.
Nice.
But these, the deep sea, the abyssal plain, there's sediment cores that are obtained from there that, I think they do some dating on. Yeah, maybe some favorable basalt samples around here. Let's see.
How many rocks do we have so far?
3.
That's plenty of room for more.
Yeah.
We're allowed 5 per dive?
Well, this is international water.
Yeah, we're not limited here.
Wow, we can take every rock in the ocean.
There's a
so how about that one on the right? Do you think that's loose?
On the right.
Right by the sponge, or whatever that is.
Coral, you mean just there in the sand that looks like a standalone? I suspect that's a...
I bet it's attached.
Attached?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just exposed,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ed, I forgot to check. Could you come full super wide, please?
Yeah.
Certainly is covered with crust. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
We'll keep an eye
It's all
out
good.
for candidates. Good for more?
Sure, yeah. Is that someone doing something?
I don't know. Bridge nav. Add 1 step, please.
Is that someone taking it downstairs?
I believe so.
Let's look over to the right there.
3.
Did you just take my
Copy that,
computer?
Trev?
So no, I did not.
Look to the right.
That's
Wag right.
That's all right. I think we're kind of going past it here.
We got
if you put survey back up to its monitor,
yes.
then you can borrow it.
Where are you looking?
And then just let me know
So
when
I
you're
was just
done.
looking at some of this dark stuff
You just
out
gotta
here,
drag it all over
but
to the right. Yeah, yeah.
I don't see any obvious cracks.
No, not really.
There's something sitting there, but
not quite. Yeah, there you go. But that one that you just put on there to the right is off screen. Do you have visual of it? You should be good to take a survey because I already have it up here. Oh, no, I already have it.
yeah, this looks like
I
a
have it.
possibility over here.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You can take plan. Here's your mouse.
How about like, is that under an overhang?
Shotgun just above the lasers to the right, slightly right?
Yeah.
This thing in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
It's going to be attached, I think.
Yeah. What's that pink thing right by the laser?
Shrimp, probably? We can zoom in, please. Shrimp.
Doing a handstand?
I think so. So any of these ones that we think are attached, I'm happy to poke them if you want, Emil. But
some easy place to set up.
Yeah, we can set up anywhere here.
Okay.
But if we do poke it, then after that we'll have to zip along for a bit.
Right.
I can hold here.
Sure, do some catch up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
None of these really are looking.
How about that one on the right? No, looks connected.
Yeah. This flow, it's not really.
Yeah. It's not really a cliff or a failure.
No.
Just
what do they call this stuff? Jumbled flow or whatever it's called?
You can do a wag. Chernobyl wag.
Yeah.
Dark, bright, dark, bright.
Maybe some stuff up here. What would cause it to break off? Like, let's say these pieces were loose because they'd broken off. Why would they have broken off?
Yeah, like that one right in front of us to the right.
Yeah,
just about to pass it. That looks loose.
Yeah. The little dark one.
It's about 10 centimeters. Right there.
The round one?
Yeah. That's probably a good chunk of basalt. Let's see if we can get that.
Sure.
We're held here.
Roger, held.
Where's it going to go?
What do we got, G?
We could put it in starboard B. That's one of the smaller ones that's open.
It's a little baseball.
Oopsie daisy.
That's one of those milk duds.
Oh, so we don't want the rest of that?
Let's see what's it look like. Let's zoom in.
Sure. Let me center it up here.
It might be just sediment.
Oh, thanks, Colleen.
I'm actually going to tip up again. Sorry, hold on.
Oh.
It's kind of like Humpty Dumpty.
Man,
there you go, Ed.
All right. Man, I hope Keith is watching.
Hard to say. That's. It could be volcanic under there.
It
Let's
looks
take
like
it.
there's a manganese.
It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see the crust and whatever it is underneath it. Let's take it.
Take it. Okay, Roger.
Wow, that really
you want it on the starboard side?
Yeah, starboard.
Starboard alpha is what I heard.
Give me preset 4, please.
Either A or B, but.
Oh, both are free.
Alpha or Bravo?
How about just alpha?
Alpha.
Alpha I.
Okay, go ahead, Avery.
108.
And you can bump it open. And let's be real careful in the end there because of that floaty thing in D. So hold on a sec. We get all lined up for it. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Good there. Come on. Okay,
all right.
You can close it.
Well, we'll keep looking for something more obviously basalt, but that'll be interesting.
I'll let you catch up and I'll call another one.
Roger. That's good there. Oh no, my beans. Hey, you want beans?
So, ML, was this Gia from the same volcanic hotspot as Baker and Howland?
I don't think so. This is part of a separate chain. Baker and Howland were part of the Tokelau Seamount chain, and this is on the western end of what's called the Goldsboro Seamount chain that I can't find much information on.
You want beans? Beans? Just one? Emil?
What's that?
Beans?
Oh, no thanks. Eureka Gorgia on the left.
Gina, do you want beans?
Quite a few of those.
What kind?
Just some raw garbanzo beans, you know?
Sure.
Chocolate covered espresso.
I'll have one.
Okay.
One will do me good.
Yeah. Pre-hummus.
You have to come get it though. Pre-hummus?
Is that what garbanzo, what
oh.
hummus is
Yeah,
made
chickpeas.
from? Yeah.
Yeah. I always forget the difference.
Tonight's menu, we have deconstructed hummus.
Yes.
Just garbanzo beans.
So either of you two down there want beans?
No, thank you.
Ready for a move?
I'm good.
Yep.
Bridge
That's good.
now?
That's good for a move.
That's good for a move. That's good for a 40-meter step bearing 065. Thank you. Ed says thank you too.
Yeah.
I will relay the message. I don't think it'll be taken very well. But
Hey, did you copy that? Did you copy that?
Yeah, sure did.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that bridge? Argus Utility is not meeting your needs up there?
Ooh.
Would you like to see something different? There, how's that? Got a stranglehold on his monitor, so. Yeah, there you go. Way better.
That's a big
Currents come down a bit.
chunk there, but way too big to sample. Oh, what's under that? Is that a?
It's one of those
Looks
anemones
like
from the
the
other
golden
side.
anemone that we've been
Wow. Or is it a? Oh, what's the one that was anemone-like that we saw in the Galapagos?
Or the one that was a single,
Yeah,
single polyp coral. No, this is. We did see one of
not a
those on the way
coral.
down. Though.
Yeah.
The cup or mushroom?
No, related to anemones. But this looks like an anemone. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It is really pretty.
Light's gone. You can see how red's the first color to go.
There's our cucumber.
Another anemone up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry. How do we know if they're broken off versus just rubbly bits?
Should be angular. Maybe pyramidal.
Sorry, I asked the wrong question. That was I knew that one, but I want to know what causes them to break off. That's what I should have asked. My bad. No idea.
Yeah. No, I mean maybe some currents will scour some sediment from under some basalt, so its own weight maybe.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Water getting in the cracks and eventually slope. It rolling down slope, breaking off, rolling down slope.
Yeah, I think also subsidence as the crust underneath, you know, after the hot spot moves on, the plate moves on, the crust cools and you get some flexing and cracking.
Plate flexure.
That looks kind of smooth, but under the let's see. Lower right of the lasers.
Under the sea?
Sitting on that sediment.
Oh.
Clear patch.
Just to the right of the lasers now?
Yeah. And
This one here?
yeah. I don't know. Let's just zoom in on it, see what it looks like.
Coming for you, Rock.
Okay, come in, please, Ed.
This.
Oh. There's the seafloor.
Found it.
Probably similar to what we just picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, thanks.
Bridge now. One step, please.
So do the hotspots that form these chains of seamounts ever become inactive?
Yeah, I think they lose. I think they do. But that is an area of active research. How do these hotspots start, and how do they?
That little white
end?
dot. Just
Yeah,
bottom
yeah,
of the
what's
screen
exactly
now. No big
happening
deal.
for them to lose energy?
I don't see it.
It's under the, it's blocked on my monitor here. It's under that rock to your right now. I think it's a sponge or something.
Oh, I see it there, yeah. Real small.
Yeah.
How about these near this anemone on the right, in the sediment? There's something next
Oh,
to it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
looks like an umbellula.
Okay,
Can you
yeah.
zoom in there, please?
Yeah.
Here?
No.
It's way
Oh,
far.
what is that?
Is that a
Ooh.
particle?
Sponge?
That looks different.
It's part of a can. It's garbage.
I think it's plastic.
I see
Oh,
aid
no.
on it.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
anthropogenic.
That is
Huh.
a Gatorade bottle top
First I've seen.
wrapped around a sponge, possibly.
Yeah. Maybe a label from Gatorade or Powerade or something.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, come wide, please. Good eye, Ed.
Good eye, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's umbellula probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you want to look at it?
Well, sure, if you got time. A quick
Okay,
look.
Time, sure.
Yeah. We zoomed on several of these today. They're just funky looking.
Okay, go ahead, Ed.
Coming in partial. Holding there.
I saw a bottle floating at the sea surface the other day.
That's a shame.
Plastic bottle. But it was the first I'd seen in a while being out this far out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
especially,
nice.
I mean, we see nothing out
All
here.
right.
No other vessels,
All right.
just water. Water.
Water.
Thank you.
Chrysogorgia.
Bridge nav. One step.
You get it?
Think so.
Nice.
How about that one right ahead? Is that, I think that's cemented?
Right ahead.
Just past, the laser's just passed over it. It's down in this little patch of sediment.
Oh, it's got the little sponge tucked behind it?
They're pretty, yeah, it's got a sponge right near it.
I think we'll have the time.
I think, yeah. We'll give it a go. I think it's going to be attached, but we can poke it.
Yeah, let's poke it.
Been wrong before. I'm sure I'll be wrong again.
Be kind of boring if you were never wrong again.
Yeah, that would be really lame.
I only make good decisions. I've got eyes on Argus Mezzo.
Thank you.
Cemented.
I think you just moved the seamount.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah, that's in there pretty
Knock, knock.
good.
Yeah. Knock, knock. They are home.
Thanks for checking.
Yeah, I'll put it away.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe one more.
Well,
But that's silly. That would be silly.
we can do better. Sour grapes. Not that great a piece of basalt anyway.
Yeah. It's awful. We're too good for it.
Really kind of hoping there would have been a squat lobster back there.
It's a long one, isn't it?
Seeing a lot of associates. What that piece on the right? Too big?
Right there.
The dark one, yeah.
It's pretty.
That looks big.
Gigantus, yeah.
Are E and F open?
F is, E has, 1 second. F has a rock. But E is open.
But E is open.
Oh, sorry. E has a rock. F is open.
F is open.
Open F.
Okay. Maybe we'll see another like it.
The seamount full of rocks ahead of us.
But we're about to get to the part with
4. Oh yeah, and if we
less
slide
basalt.
along between 4 and 5, it's probably a favorable location.
Right. Okay. Another move. Good.
Yeah.
Good
Good
snap.
reach. Yeah, good reach.
One more step.
So yeah, I was looking at that seamount chain earlier today, Shira. So the Tokelau seamounts run sort of northwest to southeast direction, and the Line Islands do also. The Goldsboro seamount chain runs. It sort of looks like an offshoot of the Line Islands. It runs east-west.
Yeah.
This is towards the western end of that chain. So yeah, I have no idea what
happened
hotspot
there,
might have
yeah.
formed this, or these look kind of angular.
Which one are you looking at?
So along this, where the lasers are, along that ridge, but back down.
On the right side?
Okay.
Yeah, on the right side looks like there's a boomerang-shaped rock there.
Ah, boomerang. Got it.
That could be fun.
Especially if they don't want it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can't get rid of it.
Go back from whence you came.
As soon as you grab it, it's permanently sampled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw
Yeah,
it
if
away.
you
It
throw
comes
it
back.
away,
I'm gonna
comes
guess
back.
attached, but
Might be 2 rocks.
oh yeah, the one in front of it might be.
I know you were
Touchdown.
trying to crash into that one in front, aren't
The
you?
eagle has
Did I
landed.
do that?
See if it moves.
It's alive.
Hiya. Maybe that one.
Then that one's loose.
Negativo.
Nope.
Wow. Yep.
All right.
They are fixed. Secure.
Worth a shot.
About to get rear-ended.
So speaking of the Eagle has landed, we can move on. What did the Apollo missions leave behind on the moon besides a lunar rover, a flag, maybe some golf balls?
Footprints.
Golf balls. Lunar rover, flag, golf balls. Bags of things.
What?
Bags of things.
Yeah. Waste, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. but I'm not sure.
All right, something of scientific value.
Well, if you're an alien. I love this game. I don't know. Glass of water.
Laser reflectors.
Yes.
Oh, like mirrors?
Oh,
yeah. And so we bounce lasers off those mirrors, and we're accurately measuring the distance to the moon, which is increasing.
Oh, wow. They're trying to fling it away from us.
I think a few centimeters a year. Yeah, and the reason it's going away from us is because the tidal attraction is being dissipated in the oceans.
Why is that?
The oceans are...
Is that a picnic onid? Or stock crinoid?
Are mixing.
Sorry.
It's turning that tidal energy into heat. It's mixing the warm water and cold water. And part of that mixing is that a lot of it's in shallow seas, but a good portion of it is on these internal tides around seamounts and ridges.
Was that climate change caused or naturally caused?
Natural tidal. It's all part of what they call tidal friction.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, that gravitational pull of the moon is helping to mix the oceans.
You must now be able to look at the moon and see like the rover and stuff, right? Like almost with the backyard telescope, I would think they've advanced so much.
I'm not sure they're that advanced.
Really?
What's this big chunkus off to the left here? Looks broken off.
Right?
Maybe.
Or up ahead?
The oven mitt.
That big. Talking this guy
here?
here.
Oh, this. Yeah.
The
That
cactus.
broken off.
Do you want to try it?
Sure. That's pretty big.
We're held here, so it should be all right.
Roger that.
Keep an eye, though. It is a... we are still moving towards it.
Hi, crinoid. It's going to be difficult.
Hello,
without knocking him over. It's also massive and way bigger than I expected it to be.
It's not quite what I'm looking for.
Okay. My perception was way off there. There was an oven mitt up here too, also big. But
looking for something nice and
not that.
No.
Nice and not that.
Right angles, kind of.
Okay.
Or sharper angles.
Surprise wall. I'm gonna still hold here, just
roger that.
So we get a little further.
We could always try the bump method on some of these so you don't have to deploy the arm.
Call that the Philly street parking.
The PPA?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Well, that was cool.
That was pretty
well. Little firework
up
there.
Marcus.
Yeah. Polly's in the high voltage closet.
So if we see one of these umbellas, I don't think we've collected one. One of our scientists ashore is recommending it.
I thought we did collect one, but not here on this dive.
Okay.
But we've collected them, I thought, on this cruise. Am I wrong?
Gina might know.
Ooh, what is that?
Do you recall, Gina? The umbella, if we've collected one of those?
I don't think we have.
Maybe it was last, or I don't know. I really thought it was this cruise we collected one, but
Yesternow.
Yesternow.
It's, Okeanos imaged them around Howland and Baker, but may not have collected them.
Bridge nav. One step. Did that to myself.
Did it to yourself, Rennie.
It's good, yeah. Last place it was grabbed was downstairs. Go ahead. Yes, that's they're hooked together. That's true. AC as well.
They're powered off Herc's old pump.
So I looked at all the wind and wave models today, and it looks like we're really catching a break with our plans.
Yeah, awesome.
It's great.
He said, but minutes before a rogue wave struck.
Yeah, those tensions, Emma, we were talking about this morning, we haven't seen one as high as that one that worried me before our watch this morning.
Yeah.
That was the highest one.
Great.
So yeah, all happy, all good.
So it looks like if the models are right and things pan out, we'll do like a shorter dive at Site 6 and then another longer dive at Site 7 at Johnston Atoll.
So when you say shorter dive?
12 hours maybe.
Okay.
Hey, Rennie, when you get a second, I have a notepad, please.
Yes.
No hurry.
How do you spell Umbellula?
U-M-B-E-L-L-U-L-A.
U-M-B-U?
U-M-B-E.
M-B-E.
And then Lula.
Lula.
2 L's, then 1 L.
Okay.
No relation to a Vayaya.
That one went over my head.
It's sail jelly. I don't know what you call that.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
see
think I know
little
what you're
blue
getting at.
lip
Yeah.
jelly. They bloom in the Northeast Pacific.
They're not nice, are they? I think
They're little tiny
toxic,
guys.
though.
Yeah. And they do have that one downside. Somebody's in the water column there.
Yeah, nice.
That
jelly
is not found on the current samples document that goes up to 089.
Yeah, we haven't sampled one here.
So it must have been perhaps on the way down, or maybe
another cruise entirely.
NA112.
How about that one below the lasers to the just to the right?
I see it there, yeah.
Down.
The one the size of Herc.
Well, no.
One that's garbanzo bean shaped.
Further down.
Reference number 2. Well,
this one
and
right
to the right,
here?
yeah. Is that?
Let's find out.
You just passed it, but
yeah,
it's kind of. Oh boy, it's too big.
It's pretty big. Yeah. The one just to the right of it, though, maybe. Probably as equally.
Yeah, no, they're
no.
These are heavily crusted.
Not into it.
Ready for another
Not
step?
feeling it.
Sure.
Bridge now. One more step, please.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, we are currently exploring a Gia that's located to the southern part of Johnston Atoll, but we're actually outside of the boundaries of the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument.
Let's pan left and look at the sponge back here. Vertical.
I see it there, yeah.
There it is. Yeah. Looks a little different.
Okay, go ahead, Ed.
It's a monolith.
Yeah. 2001.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Perhaps not. I could have sworn we got one on one of these
There's another
bridges.
one. Yep, same thing.
Yeah.
How do those pieces look? Nope.
Not angly.
Nope.
I feel like the thing to do would be to break them off yourself with a big hydraulic rock crusher.
Called Hercules.
Mongo. Some good currents here.
Trevor, were you out with Gergis when we tried to put footprints in the bottom?
Oh yeah, I was
Sure
too.
was.
They had a whirly gig on that one too.
Yeah, what?
They had a whirly gig on that one too. Spinning wheel we had to watch.
Oh, look at that.
There's a nice looking
bamboo.
coral.
Yeah.
Emerald on high pack.
Yep.
Are you still interested in going right to waypoint 4? Do you want to overshoot it or just land there and go to 5?
Oh, we'll go there and go to 5.
Okay.
Looking for some rocks, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if we get to the end in time, maybe we can go up and explore the summit. If we get there early.
Okay. So 4 to 5, got it. I will continue on to 4. It's only a couple more moves and we'll be there.
Can't wait.
You're gonna have to.
Okay.
Actually.
Actually.
Yeah, so which way are you stepping right now?
I'm going
Towards
to
4?
waypoint 4, yep, 065.
Once we're there, maybe we can just take a little excursion to the north, up onto that hump. What seems to be a little ridge.
This here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll come back down.
I'll just keep going to 4 and then we'll bump up north.
This angled enough? Looks pretty attached, actually. Never mind.
I think maybe there might be some corals and sponges
Bridge nav.
up there.
One more step.